Hello, thank you for joining me for today's video. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. This is the card that we're going to make today. It looks okay from the front, but the fun comes in when you open it and you have your rainbow of butterflies popping out. The products that I'm using for this card, the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set, and we're going to use the coordinating die. For the sentiment, I'm using Beauty of Friendship. I think that I Believe in You goes so nicely with the butterflies. We're going to be using the double oval punch, Memento ink, and we're going to need the brushed brass butterflies, which I have to say slowly because if you say that quickly, it's a total tongue twister. It's very difficult to say. We're also going to need your rainbow colors of cardstock. I've got Real Red, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Pacific Point. This one here is Rich Raspberry, but I've used Gorgeous Grape on the inside and I think that I prefer the Gorgeous Grape, so we're going to go with Gorgeous Grape. And 6 butterflies worked for me for this card, so although we've got 7 rainbow colors, I'm only using 6 of them. All the measurements for this project will be on my blog, traceofcreativity.com, and I'll put the link to the direct post in the comments underneath this video. Let's start with our stamping. I'm using my Stamparatus. This is one of those great big stamps and I find it easier on the Stamparatus because I think my Memento ink's going a little bit dry, so I normally have to ink up more than once. You're going to take your strips of rainbow colored cardstock. I'm only working with those top 2 butterflies. Not worried about the others. So I'm going to ink them up. And I want those a little bit darker, so we'll just give it another shot. That looks better. And before I put the black ink away, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Alright, so you're going to do your stamping on all 6 colors. I've done a lot of them in advance so that you don't have to sit and watch the same thing. And you're then going to position your die so that it cuts those 2 butterflies out nicely. And that's what you've got. Once you've done that with all your colors, you've got a whole heap of butterflies ready to fly. So let's just put the little ones aside for the moment. And I'm going to work with the big ones. What we're going to do is fold those butterflies in half. Now I'm going to take my glue dots and ordering those in rainbow colors. I'm going to put a glue dot at the top of the wing over there. and one at the bottom. And we're going to stick the next butterfly directly on top of this one. And we're going to do the same thing until we've got all our butterflies together. Right, so let's put my pile of butterflies aside for the moment and work on the front of the card. This is a piece of the Pattern Party DSP. This is the Host Reward DSP. I'm using that black and white stripe. So we're going to stick that onto the front of our card. And then we're going to stick our butterflies. Now, these ones aren't completely straight, which I'm not too concerned about, but if you want them flying exactly straight, then you're going to put a ruler so that you can see that they're going in a straight line. That last one's not going to fit there. So we'll stick it there, going off in the opposite direction. The others can follow once they get to the top of the card. I'm going to punch out my sentiment. And one of the frilly oval to layer. That can pop onto the front of the card with dimensionals. And I'm going to put a couple of our BBBs onto the sentiment over there. Now for the inside, I've got my piece of basic white for the insert. And I'm going to stick the piece of DSP that it sits directly above it. There you go. Now you've got space to write your note. And then we're going to take our glue dots again. And we want it really doesn't want to stay in a pile, but that's okay. Okay, so let's just judge roughly at what height I want them, about there. Alright, so we can stick those ones down there, and then I'm going to put glue dots onto my finger, the two sides here. And I want to twist it a little bit so that that one's going to be sitting at that same kind of angle on this side. We want it going that way. There you go. And when I close the card, it's all going to bunch up. Now, that is quite a thick piece, so I don't know if that's going to cause a problem when it comes to postage. It will go into an envelope, but it may just need extra postage if it's too thick. Otherwise, it's going to be one of those cards that needs to be hand delivered. There's our two cards and your pretty rainbow of butterflies on the inside. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll be notified every time I put up a new video. I will see you the next time. Until then, happy crafting. Bye.